and we're going to practice eliminating this particular problem, this expression. So the first thing we're going to do is eliminate complex fractions, and I'm going to deal with this piece right here, this x minus 1 to negative 1/2, and bring it down here with that 2. So what we're going to have is x minus 1 to the 1/2 power minus x divided by 2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2, all divided by x minus 1. All right, or is it 2? Let's see. It's just x minus 1. Okay, so I've done that here, and the only fraction I have to eliminate is this piece, because this is just over 1 and this is just over 1. So I'm going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2, and the denominator times 2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2. So when I multiply these two together, you're going to get 2 times 1, which is just 2, and you have x to minus 1/2 to the 1/2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2. Okay, so we're multiplying this by the whole kit and caboodle. Now when you multiply these two together, these two just cancel. So we're left with, this should have just been x right here. Okay, so multiply these two together, you're just going to get, it's going to be minus x just minus x, because these two canceled. All right, I lost my thought. Now for this one, the denominator, you're going to have 2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2 times x minus 1. Now if you look at this piece right here, that's just going to be 2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2 plus 1/2, using your product property. So when you look at that right there just equals 1. So what we have in the numerator basically is 2 times x minus 1 to the first power, and I don't have to write that, minus x. Now in the denominator we can do the same thing. I can write this as 2 times x minus 1 to the 1/2 plus 1, which is actually 2 over 2. So when I clean this up, I'm going to get 2x minus 2 minus x, and in the denominator I'm going to get 2 times x minus 1 to the 3/2. 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2. So now all I have to do is clean this part up, and 2x minus x is x, so get x minus 2, and then just copy down my denominator. 2 times x minus 1 to the 3/2 power. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.